I'm surprised that Alan took off today, considering tomorrow is
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. It's like, why didn't you just take off tomorrow?
Right. Probably has already other plans for that. But otherwise...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's devices. There we go.
There we go. I gotta get the other light going because we got a blue. Well, actually, that works.
I thought we were still underground.
You are. It's just with how things are planned for this. There's reasons for it. Let me just put it that way. Alrighty, to which from last time you guys had left off, you guys had gotten the stones, and the stones. One stone with a rune on it, and you're making your way back accordingly, dodging from the lightning crystals. You guys have made a means of teamwork somewhat to collect as much gold as you did. And now you're making your way back.
Yep, I took like 3 points of damage from lightning.
Oh, God.
So, with that in mind... let's go ahead and start roll for initiative.
Alright. 17.
Okay.
I have the hammer I want to work up. Is that okay?
You want a hammer that you want to work up?
That I want to work up to.
Oh.
Because it's legendary.
And the name of it?
Giant's Bane.
Time will tell, won't it?
It will. 20. Like, dirty 20.
A dirty 20 and a 17. Alright, Alec, go ahead and start off with the introduction of your character.
We're doing this every game.
Yes.
Let me get my drink.
Can't have a good introduction without a good drink.
My overly average looking C without name. Done.
Alrighty, fine.
It's currently complex looking at a pair of gauntlets in his inventory.
Right.
Okay. Nice looking fellow who tends to help out doctors in the area. Currently a little in pain.
Just a little, by 3 points worth.
Oh yeah.
But other than that...
Running, like, my life depends on it.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
So, Do you have the pigs on the board?
Should... Apparently not. Let's see here. We have our greatsword guy, and then we also have...
If it does help, I have a maul and a glaive.
Right? But you also have a greatsword too.
Yes. Just letting you know.
Okay, good to know.
If needed be.
Right. Alright, so with that in mind... Oh, that's why that did that. Shoot, my volume might be messed up. So, you guys are in this hallway, and No Name, you're the one who is carrying the stone.
Yep.
Would you like to take the lead? Or would you prefer Kaz to take the lead?
Let's go with the fast one to take the lead. Go for it, Cos. Awesome.
Okay. So are we I don't know this map, so since we were exiting...
Yeah. Don't worry too much on the video as of yet. So much later.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well,
basically, we're rushing out of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were heading back the way we came, correct?
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Then I guess I don't have a visual reference for this, so we'd head back the way we came.
Alright. I was just wondering in regards of marching order, if you wanted to take lead, or if you were going to try to argue it out with No Name. No, you take the lead. No, you take the lead, please, by all means.
No,
my guy doesn't have patience for that.
Like I said, the faster person's going to take the lead.
Right.
Yes, little one. You're gonna have to watch on the little TV.
So with that in mind, so with you being the means of taking the lead, whatnot, oh, let's see here.
Yep, that's fine.
As you guys are making your way out, you, Marcus, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
If you don't want to, you can use your passive.
Let me pull up my character's sheet.
Also, is that volume okay? With
Yeah.
the means of a new headset, whatnot, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yep, all good.
Good, I'm glad.
Okay, so I do have perception, which means I get my bonus, so that would make it a 16.
16? Alright, so with the means, as you guys are returning, Marcus, you remember that hourglass? The room with
Yes.
the hourglass. You see that doorway lit up on your way out.
Oh no, someone's in there. That poor sap.
Well, I never did tell No Name about it, so... Hey, we should check this out.
Slowly starting to slow down. Fancy light means no.
We don't have to go in, but we can check it out from outside.
As for No Name, that stone that you are carrying, is pulsing with energy.
The pulsing with energy.
Kind of feels like it's vibrating a smidge. And a slight pull. Not towards where Marcus is pointing at all.
Then where's it pointing?
Hard to say at this time because of how faint it is.
Yeah, you can look at it. I'm not.
Why not? My character's curious to see what's going on in there, so I wouldn't enter the room, but I would look at from outside.
Right. You see, from you looking in, you do see a person frantically trying to figure out a way. He does notice you, and as he runs up to the door, he looks like he's trying to speak, but something is obscuring it. You see him as he's banging onto what looks to be the means of this wall, and now not even a sound is producing. He looks awfully scared.
I have that, like, running in place kind of action going, looking at this.
Right. If you're continuing to move on by.
So no names continuing, just can walk?
No, he's running in place.
Oh.
He's keeping up his rhythm while waiting for you.
What does the guy inside look like?
Looks like a simple commoner, almost. He's got dark clothing. He could be a robber or a thief. With the means of your 16 that you rolled, you can definitely, I would say, be able to see the hourglass. Looks like maybe 2 turns left before it empties.
Alright. He's taking
Hold up.
I'm gonna walk over there.
Hold up a second. Hold up. Just a little bit longer. Gets closer to the doorway.
Mm-hmm. And?
Just waits. There's nothing I can do that I know that I can do.
Okay. With the means, you see it as it empties to where there is one more turn. He looks
I'm
back.
wave at him.
You're gonna what?
Wave at him.
Okay. He looks back, and then just looking back at you, and just has this anticipation that something's gonna happen. Still do nothing.
Puts on mage armor.
Okay. Has this look of little confusion, whatnot, and just as you see the hourglass empty, you see for his face, his eyes start rolling to the back of his head as he's grabbing onto it. A momentariness to where he drops to his knees, looking up, and he starts becoming more and more skinny, rapidly aging. As you can see this energy sparkling red siphoning from him, going into the means of the hourglass.
Well, that didn't happen to me, he says.
And then he drops and lays still. You see the sand as it goes back up, going from red to white. And the wall
door
opens.
Oh, go ahead.
And the door opens.
Goes in and grabs him. Out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do I
So
successfully get him out?
Oh yes, based off of the timeline, whatnot. As you, by the time you get him out, you can see what looks to be the means of the hourglass is almost fully turned, maybe to reset
Okay.
its time.
Is there anything I see in there differently?
No.
Because I got both of the books out of there.
Yeah. So as far as you can tell, there is nothing in that room. No additions whatsoever. You don't.
Okay.
And you said that you were grabbing the body out of there?
It's just a husk.
At this point, yeah. It's a mummified. At this point.
Alright. Well, I grabbed him out. Now I'm going to search through his pockets.
Alright. Searching through his pockets, you do find the means of 10 gold pieces on him. A dagger. And thieves'
Okay.
clothing.
And a what?
Thieves'
And thieves'
clothing.
Anything else on him?
He also had a bag of Dungeoneer's pack.
I'll take that.
By this point, no name, you feel that pulsing energy getting stronger as the pull begins to also get stronger.
Righto. To the door we go.
Okay. Wait, I'm going to dress him in the thieves' outfit and put him by the woman who I killed.
You mean the one that's down the hole that you threw over?
Yeah.
So what, you're throwing him down there then?
He's just a corpse. Why would I care about him?
Just making sure. Alright, so easily enough, I'd say you'd be able to throw the corpse into the hole.
Okay.
And you make your way accordingly.
Okay.
When you reach to the means of the door, Alec, you feel that means of the stone that begins to pulse even harder. To which...
What's going on with that? As he says.
I didn't say anything about it pulsing.
It's probably visibly pulsing.
I'd say at this point you'd probably tell that it's vibrating. And whatnot. So, you're gonna continue to hold on to it? Seeing as how it's trying to leave your grasp?
How hard is it?
Doesn't seem to be trying too hard.
Not yet.
It seems to be building up. But it's a question of, are you going to try to hold it?
I'm gonna hold it till it feels strong.
Alright. What's your modifier? Strength modifier?
No name?
I said 5.
5?
Oh.
Okay. So that's easily passed accordingly, based off of its ruling.
I do have proficiency in that.
Right. So you still have a good grasp onto it. But you are at the entrance from whence you came, so you can make your way out if you wish to continue pushing forward.
Yep. Leaving the cemetery.
Alright.
This place gives me the chills.
Am I within range to contact my minion?
I would say so.
I tell him to cause a distraction on that side.
Okay. From which you do.
As we're leaving the crypt.
Yep. As you leave
As
the
in
crypt.
that thing.
and you get halfway out.
What way is it flowing?
Upward. Like,
Alright.
you'd imagine towards the mountain.
As soon as I leave the thing, I'm gonna throw that sucker in the air.
Okay. As you do see it being chucked up accordingly, whatnot, visibly you're able to see this pulsing energy accordingly to where then it starts to going, picking up speed, going, and going, till eventually you see this thing start curving. In a momentariness, whatnot, you do see an impact large enough to visibly see from this mountain, even though it's covered with trees, whatnot.
God, I want to do that again.
Good thing you let go, otherwise you would have gone for a ride.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Is there anything that you're doing at this time?
Leaving
Anything.
as fast as I can.
What about you, Kaz?
Well, I'm seeing how it went for the distraction.
Well, you're quite at a distance, whatnot, so for means of distraction, it's kind of hard to say.
No bells going off for nothing?
Not yet.
Well, I'd say to No Name, how about we just sit here a second and let my minion do his work? That way we can get off here without incident.
I already left.
Oh,
He's running. For some reason, he's running. I'm not sure why, but he's running.
okay.
And where are you running to? As
But
you are
where?
in Cardinal Village.
Yeah, I'm just running away from the cemetery, that's all.
Okay, so you make you exit the means of the cemetery. You got many directions. You can go northward, you can go southward, you can go more eastward. I mean, there might be a port there. Southward, I'm sure there's a gate. To the northward, I'm sure there's also a gate.
Oh, I'm gonna stay. After I left, I'll stay right there.
Okay.
Sit down a little bit, look at the gauntlets more.
Okay.
So you just exit the vicinity of the graveyard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well.
Thing for you, Kaz?
What time of day was it again?
At this point, with the means of the timeline, it would be around towards like 4, maybe 5 o'clock.
AM or PM?
PM.
And no one's come looking for this guard who's dead out front?
As far as you can tell, no. Off to the distance, you do see a means of a group of people coming towards you. Well, it looks to me maybe towards the grave, or the graveyard.
Okay.
From which you do feel the means of the ground beginning to shake.
I would shift my appearance into that of the deaf woman I killed.
Okay.
And match the clothing.
Alright. With the earth beginning to shake accordingly beneath your feet, and it is quite fierce of a shake. You do see something beginning to happen. In regards to the mountain, the mountain itself
Yeah.
seems to be cracking open. Landslides going down the mountains. As a creature erupts, this ice devil. You see it as it
Okay.
rears its head back. You see magical energy producing accordingly, letting out a force towards the capital.
Okay. Well, in um in spirit of my character and the situation, since I see a group of guards coming this way,
Never said they were guards.
I didn't. I'm just assuming they're guards. I'd run. I'd start going towards them.
Okay. Alright. You make
Just
your way
waiting to see.
accordingly, to which you can tell these are not just standard guards, but a band of mercenaries.
Oh.
And they are not looking at you, but looking up towards the mountain where this ice devil that just laid an ice beam upon upon the capital. From the top, for you, No Name, if you're looking whatnot, you see what looks to be a blue mist coming down.
It's gonna get cold.
Okay. How many mercenaries are in front of me?
5.
How strong do they look?
Variant.
Alright. I'll take a chance. Why not? I'm going to tug on one of them and gesture to go back inside without saying a word.
Okay. The one that you do see is a heavy-set man, no shirt, but with a club, a great club. He looks at you with the means of a little bit confusion.
I'll act scared.
But he does speak to his group. I think we need to go now. To which the rest of the group quickly turns around and heads eastward.
I'll follow them.
Okay. Oops. Alrighty then. And as for you, No Name?
Oh, I can go to the port.
Okay.
Look for a ship to go.
Alrighty. As you can tell from the means when you do begin to run, the mist does pass you. Passes all of you. From that momentary instance, there is a means of a bitter cold. So cold, in fact, it does 3 points worth of frost damage. And this is magical.
Okay.
One moment.
Sure.
Oh, what I have to say is my new iron gauntlets are extremely effective against Fae, I guess, right now. Because what is it? Cold? Cold iron?
Oh, it's cold iron now.
Tingly.
Okay.
I'm gonna start slowing.
Where'd it go?
Doing my nice slow walk and raising into my hands.
Okay.
I do have damage resistance to cold.
Alright, so it's only half. So it's 1.3, so 2 points instead. 1.5.
Okay.
So from that right there, there is a means to where, what are we doing next now? You guys are
How's
making your way?
Shirtless doing?
Oh, he's pretty cold right now, but he seems to be bearing all right. We doing anything in particular?
I'll try grabbing him and pulling him away.
Alright, let's oppose strength.
It's more of acting in terms of trying to run away.
In which direction are you going?
Whichever way gets me out of this frost.
It came from the mountain to which has gone everywhere, and you are currently surrounded.
Well, still gonna try pulling him in a direction away from the mountain.
Okay. Oppose strength, though? Because you're...
Okay. Nat 20.
Nice. And against him, he does take means of surprise. To which, as for the others... Okay. So as far as you can tell, from a few of them are running accordingly to where another one takes a different direction.
I would tell my minion to hunt him down.
Okay. You can feel the means of a presence from one of the buildings.
Okay.
That's acknowledging it with the means of its
That's
emotion.
what?
Acknowledging its means of emotion. Giving off an emotion that you believe to be acknowledging your command.
Oh. Okay.
To which, from right here, you do see, as you guys are making your way accordingly, you do see creatures begin to run amok as the alarms are ringing. From here, though, you do see many people screaming, calling for help.
Okay, and this guy's just following me currently, correct?
Yep, he took a different path.
Oh. Alright, let's see. Now, are his other people following me as well, or is it just him?
Looks to be just him.
So it's just him. Okay.
No name. Would you be running from behind? Or would you be running on ahead, taking your own path?
Remember, I went down to like a walk. Conserve
Right.
heat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably be behind.
Okay. With the means of one person taking a left, Kaz and the big, you'd probably imagine barbarian-looking dude, taking a right, a different path, and the others continuing forward, one does stop and look from behind. Looking to the direction where Kaz had went with the barbarian.
Yep.
Because we were close to the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Seeing him
doors...
look in that direction into the fog, where possibly someone ran to. Depending on how thick it is.
From what you could tell, I mean, it doesn't obscure your vision at all. It's just really cold, because this is a magical means. To which you can see this figure as a female elf, darkened in skin, but not drow at all, with the means of a longbow. What do you do?
Typical, stereotypical elf armor.
Wood elf? Yep.
So scantily clad.
Looks like more like studded leather.
I'd probably slowly walk up, still breathing into my hands to keep the feeling there. This goddamn cold iron. No, I'm not gonna let this down.
And anything else?
Depends on how far I need to walk.
Well, you got 15 feet worth. I will say that she is additional 20 feet.
Yeah, I'd probably do the full walk there.
Okay.
Doing. Clank, 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 clank.
Even with the means of the clanking and whatnot, she doesn't take notice of you and starts running after her barbarian.
How close am I to the entrance to the graveyard? Or to the tomb underneath?
I assumed that you guys ran out towards town.
Well, I was just outside of the graveyard when you said there was people coming towards the graveyard.
Yes, which is the edge of town, whatnot.
Yeah. So now I just have him running with me.
Yep.
I mean, if it's into town, it doesn't matter. I can make this work either way.
You found the one gay person in their group.
Well, you also got to remember too, he is dressed up as female.
Yeah, that is true. My bad. He's gonna be looking to score on a person that can't tell.
Okay. Do I sense her coming?
You can make a perception check.
And I would probably start picking up my pace.
16 on the die plus my proficiency, so that's 19.
19. Alright. Against hers. I'd say you noticed her in the corner of your eye.
Okay. I turn a corner and cast a minor illusion as I'm going behind of him running a different direction.
Okay. What's your spell DC?
My spell DC,
Let's see if this would work or not.
because it's just an illusion, it's not like it's gonna be physical touch or anything.
You're right. But she has to discern between two that she can visibly see which one is real.
Yeah.
So, trying to find out by your spell DC could determine which one she either follows.
15.
15? You do see her as she does a momentary stop to look, and with means of confusion, she follows the copy, the illusion.
Yay.
You currently have him alone, but you still... That did use up an action.
Yes, it did.
No name.
Going after her.
Going after her. Alright, so you see... I'd say you'd be able to see her. So going that way, you guys are going this way. And that's by full run?
Yep.
Alright.
I stopped the shenanigal acting of gold.
I kind of figured. Alright, so with the means, you do hear into the distance from which there are dead bodies that you can visibly see off into the distance. With the means of her being by herself, there are these creatures that begin to rise from its mist. I will say she is about right here. And the blue chips will be the creatures. Again, plenty of screaming is going about. Many people probably either scared to death or otherwise. To where this is where initiative is rolled into play.
So you want us to roll initiative?
You already did.
Oh.
From what you could see, no name. For the majority of them, they look like wolves, while some other ones look like medium-sized white dragons.
I thought it was
Oh, jeez.
So what do you do? Oops. Alec.
Probably get up next to her.
Alright. Anything else?
Draw.
Huh?
Draw.
I'm hearing straw. Are you saying draw or...
Yes.
Okay. It's like a straw. Huh. I didn't realize we were doing this whole samurai thing. It's like, haha, I got my wheat. Let's kill him. Like, wait, what?
Put it in my mouth. through the little slits in the helmet.
The power of breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Now you see here, you young whippersnappers.
Oh Jesus. Oh, I lost one of the D's.
Oh no.
I didn't even
Yeah,
realize
you'll
it.
get it back sooner or later.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? How about this? We don't need that many anyways. There we go. Alright. You do hear from her as she says, "What the hell is going on?" And you are first among this ordeal.
Hmm.
Decisions.
One second here. Alright. How heavy does she look?
Not very. As a wood elf, they're typically light. She has a means of a longbow and a short sword.
Yep. Now, how long does that last? Okay. So I'm gonna say, looks like we're outnumbered. And, I'm gonna say screw it and cast Entangle.
Entangle on whom?
Everything within 60 feet, but me and her.
Oh. 60 feet. Let's see. That's 1, 2. Alright, let's see. Would they even hit Marcus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry.
I would
5, 10,
try
15.
to I'd try to avoid that.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. Okay. So, and the longest creature out there is probably that one over there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, that's going to hit everything. So those are your targets that you are excluding.
I'm basically hitting just the blue chips.
Okay. Well, now that I'm hearing that.
So everything in front of him.
Essentially. Alright, and
Unless
what's...
you want me to hit Marcus.
Well, it's not just Marcus, but it's also his companion. Not to mention the other well, mercenaries that happen to split off into different directions. So I didn't know if that was also included or not. But seeing as how you did say the blue chips. Alright, and what's the DC for that?
17.
17. I will roll 2 of them because I do not like the idea of rolling for each individual one, because that'd take bloody forever. What's the DC again?
17.
17. The wolves fail. As for the drakes, They also fail.
Ooh.
I rolled poorly. You do here.
As the sea of vines comes swinging out,
Yep.
everywhere, nabbing everything.
Trust me, with this being a blue-like mist, being bitter cold, and these creatures are coming up and about and whatnot, seeing them all essentially being pulled down and restrained, that's kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
Especially even for a wood elf in this regard.
Now,
Hmm.
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Run."
Okay. From which? Kaz, you're up.
I'm gonna go back the way we came.
I'm gonna surprise my guy.
Okay. You're gonna surprise him. I'll say you get about
Yep.
that far.
Well, technically, I'm basically saying follow.
I'm just gonna kiss him.
Okay.
Oh god.
He does have danger sense, to which contested strength.
But is it a...
It would consider to be dangerous.
Yeah. Instincts from a barbarian is quite a thing.
Okay. So, you want me to roll strength?
Yes, please. Because essentially you are
Ouch.
grabbing him to kiss him.
Okay. This is gonna be hard. Okay, I rolled a 16. I am not proficient in strength, so I think that's just a 16.
Okay. He does
No,
just...
you'd still add your strength in there.
What?
Unless it's, you'd still add your strength modifier in there, unless it's 0.
Yeah.
Just 0.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He makes it by just 1 point worth. He
I'll
does...
look confused at him, like, what's wrong, but not actually saying anything.
Hey. Based off of that, whatnot, and with how he is...
To make it seem as though it's just the situation that has him on edge.
Right. He does seem confused with you, but he does get his great club ready as he does essentially start backing up away from you. He is uncertain.
Well, then I'd wave to him and just run without him.
Okay. Alright, I'd say that is probably furthermore in that direction. To which I will actually, I'll put him right here, as he did back up right into there. From which,
I figure he's not worth pursuing now.
right. You do see, for you no name, you do see of a what looks to be of a humanoid creature, but instead is covered with means of frost. And with a means of what looks to be a dagger stabbing him. Yeah, and you do hear him. Ah! Suffer small points of damage. Yeah, he ain't dead. You see what looks to be of a commoner, again with frost, and with what looks to be of an ice-like dagger.
Hmm.
From which I'll place him right there. Here she will take her turn. 30, 35, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Alrighty. With that in mind, two other ones do appear, but these ones are also humanoid looking, but one of them being different. One to be more mage-like clothing.
Oh.
Frost all over.
Am I getting closer to No Name or further away?
Currently further away, with the direction I figured you were running. But at the same time, you didn't see where he was going because he was choosing to walk.
Yeah.
To which, at the very end, before we go back to the top of the round, No Name, from what you can hear, almost like he's citing some type of magic. What do you do?
Where is he?
I'll put down...
The one on Q something or another?
Yes. He's not looking at you, as far as you can tell. He's looking more on the barbarian side.
On a separate note, so I can figure this out. What's going on with my minion?
Wait, for your turn. Just gotta figure out No Names.
Well, it's not my turn over, is it?
It is your turn. Top of the round, you're at the very top.
I think I'm gonna run after the wood elf.
So instead of... Okay, so you went back.
Well,
to
I
go
was
after
thinking she would
Marcus.
run backwards.
Oh, no. She ran towards the east.
Or is that away from the mountain?
That's away from the mountain. To the east
Then I
is away
probably
the
would've
mountain.
gone that way.
Oh,
My bad.
oh, okay. Well, let's give you the means of distance, whatnot, and ixnay in regards to the details that I gave you, and give you the means of the additional...
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't do very much against the other guy.
Right. Well, in regards to the other guy, the barbarian with the great club, based off of where you're at right now, I'd say you'd still be able to see that.
Well,
Just not the mage part.
it's just more along of, I probably wouldn't care about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there by accident.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doing a means of action to dash?
Yeah.
Okay, I assumed right, correct, then. And that being the case, to where... Kaz, you're up. And you do hear from the means of into the distance. This one you're able to recognize, being one of your own.
One of my own, by which you mean my type or my minion?
Your minion.
Okay.
About time he showed up.
And
Late.
what did he succeed in his mission?
You feel with the means of emotions to be confirmed.
What?
You feel with the means of emotions to be confirmed.
Because this is my full-fledged, not my,
Right. He still would struggle with the means of communication, to which emotions would still be transferred.
Okay.
And with your character set up, you would be able to identify it quite easily.
Is this mist just on the ground?
You would imagine this mist, for your height, Marcus, it's like your just above your kneecaps.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's staying on the ground.
Oh yeah, it's moving all over the place, whatnot. As you move, like how, like from a fog machine when you're moving through it.
Yep.
But it being blue and very cold.
Well, in which case, I'm tired of freezing feet. I'm going to gesture with him for us to both fly up.
Even with his means, he does not have the ability to fly.
I could have sworn he did.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I can double check.
We will check. You use D&D Beyond?
I use all sorts.
Okay, well, I'm just going to click on that one.
There you go. Just standard.
Yeah.
Not the fledgling, but the other one. Yep, okay, he can.
Yep.
Transforms into a means of a lot of bats.
And we'll watch from up high.
Okay. From right there, it is their turn. He makes his attack. That's a hit. Yeah, that one's dead. Alright. With the means, she would make her way accordingly off the map into the docks. The rest of the group makes their way to the edge, but outside of the map from the direction that they went. So by next turn. As for them, they are still... Yep, still trapped. As for that mage, though... Ice storm. No, ice comb, I believe. Alright. And you made your way with the addition 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, you got the whole 60 feet going on, so never mind. So you're off the map in your area. So with that in mind, for you, Marcus, what you can see is a 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point, to which, because of you being up in the air accordingly, you can see the means of the barbarian.
Is he doing well?
Well, let's see. That's 2d8. That's 9 points worth. Additionally, 14 points additionally. He's hurt, but seems to be doing alright. As this almost 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, I'd say with the means of your abilities, whatnot, you would recognize this as an ice storm. As chunks of ice rocks are nailing them accordingly. And with the additional cold, to which everyone has had their turn, to which now we go to the top of the round. And because of the cold atmosphere, because even when you are up high, Kaz, the cold is still bitter.
Yeah, but it's not hurting me near as much.
4 points total, so if you have resistance, that's -2 of magical ice damage, or frost damage. Ice, frost, basically the same. And top of the round, No Name, you're up.
I see.
You're wearing both. How are you wearing both?
Following still.
Following still. Alright, so you make your way accordingly to where you find a means of a boat. You have arrived to the docks. You do see the wood elf accordingly. And from behind you, you can see the rest of her crew making their way. Anything special that you want to do?
Not really.
Okay.
Maybe small talk.
Maybe small talk. She is about 15 feet ahead of you, as wood elves do have the additional 5 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Daddy, she's wearing both.
To which, Kaz, you're up.
Okay. From looking around, can I see No Name in the Wood Elf?
You could see No Name in the wood elf, including the other group of mercenaries that are making their way to the boat. And it is not a large ship, but a good-sized ship.
I would have my minion intercept the people coming in.
Alright. And I will
The
say,
extras.
for the means of you being up high, you can see what looks like the means of the edge of the water starting to turn to ice. You'd guess maybe
And I would make
4 or 5 turns before it would trap the ship.
And I would make my way to the boat as well, given a bit more indirect route, that way I'm not noticed.
Right.
But have my minion hold off the others. And he can have whatever fun he wants.
Alrighty. You do see... Alright, yeah, that should be interesting for them. As you make your way accordingly, we go to
Also,
the top of the
no,
round.
I would change my form once I get ready to go on the boat.
Right. Good to know. You just have one more turn to get to the docks.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want to appear as this woman in front of the elf.
Right. I can understand that. No Name, you're first up.
Yep. Getting on that stupid boat.
The boat that is tied in?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. I would say you are on, like, the bridge point for what my map shows here. From which... is there anything else?
No.
No? Okay. Oh shoot. Yeah, you... Okay. I totally skipped their turns. Alright, for the means of your vampire, you do see as he goes down to intercept, and has
Because he
stopped
could
him.
get a surprise round being up in the air.
Well, I figured he was kind of doing this whole anime thing. Here, let me appear right in front of you and stop you with a fierce look. So unless there's
That
something
could
else.
work too.
Okay.
I was figuring he could fly down and try and bite one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, you see, that makes interesting commands, then.
Okay.
Yep.
So going with that, and basing it off from these stats, it would be that versus... I will say, with regards to the group...
Let me see the
accordingly,
DC for him.
there is no DC
8.
for him.
Oh,
If he's just going for a bite, it's just
well,
him to hit. And because he's coming in from behind and doing it, I'd say he'd get a surprise round.
okay.
Nat 20. Okay, so as far as you can tell, the kind of burly guy with the means to where he had a cape going on, he's taken down and currently being
His
munched
cape
on.
looks extra thick.
He
No.
just became a cherry Slurpee.
So, Marcus, go ahead and roll 2d6s plus 4.
Alright. Max damage.
2d6? On
Yep.
really?
2
Wow.
6s.
This guy's sure going to be tough for the party to fight. And he's dead.
So that's 12, making 16 altogether. Now, because it's a bite, 3d6 necrotic.
You want me to roll 3d6?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
God, it is fine. I have a
3,
question for
4,
John.
2.
Wow.
So 9.
9 altogether, so that's 25. He's still up. Well, I mean, he's prone, but he's alive. He's fighting
He's
him
hurt.
off.
Real bad.
I mean, that's 25 points.
Correction. That was what? 16 plus 25 points.
What?
No.
No. 9.
Yep.
16 and 9.
But,
I'm like, what? Okay, so with the means. As for the others, for the means of latching. Yeah, they do not succeed in regards of against his grapple. And in regards of something else afterwards, for the other guy with the means, yep, he would take him out. Oh yeah, that's right, the wolves. Nope. Dragons? Dragons are freed.
Oh, that poor barbarian dude.
He should let me kiss him.
To which, from there, from what you can see, no name, you do see her as she doesn't go to try to untie it. Instead, she draws her short sword, and just swings and cuts the one line. And she calls out to you and tells you, "We need 2 other lines cut before we can go."
But one of them.
All right. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Hello, Syntech Delta.
What?
Saying hello to the person who commented.
Oh god, I don't have chat up. I have to roll to hit.
Yeah. Or no, you don't have to roll to hit for this one. Rope is very easy to hit, and with the means of your 2 hit, makes it automatic.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, it is your go, to which it's just 2d6 because you're using greatsword, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you just roll 2d6 for the damage and see if you cut through it.
14.
14 would be enough to cut through it. To which, Kaz, you're up. I would say you
All
are
right,
at
well,
the
I can-
edge of the docks, undiscovered.
I had already changed form, and now I am going to run to the boat.
Okay. Alright, make your way accordingly, to which it's the mercenaries' turn. Is there anything else on your turn that you wanted to do?
Oh, I was just gonna either help cut the ropes if they need to be cut, or
There is
jump
one
into
more
the
rope.
boat. Then I'll cut it on the way in with one of my daggers.
Alright, now, because your stats are a little different, whatnot, what is your to hit?
Well, I wasn't throwing my dagger, but,
No. For you to... There's always a means to where you roll a d20 and then you add your to hit. Depending on what your to hit is going to make it either automatic success or not.
Well, my dagger has, is a 1d4 plus 3 for damage.
No. You're, basically basic attack bonus.
Yeah, because you have proficiency plus 2, and then whatever you're using for means of strength, or are you using
dexterity.
Dexterity. All right, that makes a difference.
My dexterity score is 17. Modifier of 3.
Okay, so go ahead, roll for your damage then accordingly.
All right. 12 on the die, so 15 total.
On a d4?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking.
D4 to hit, please.
I thought you were asking to hit, not to damage. Okay.
Yep, worth it to bring up
2 plus 3, so 5.
5? Okay, it's barely on. It's a thin or thick rope, so.
But I did manage to get it.
Yeah. To which, for her, you do see her as she does look and see you cutting it, and she runs up onto the ship. But concerned for her friends, for when she does realize when she does get up there. But that is the rest of her movement. No name.
I'm gonna give her a blanket.
Oh yeah, you do have that in your inventory, don't you?
Yep.
Alright. Kaz,
Yes.
your turn.
How's it going with my minion, since I can see it from shore?
For the means of your minion, he seems to be doing okay, as they are now stabbing him,
Ooh.
trying to really get him off. He still has a good latch on him.
But he has drained him quite a bit.
Come to his turn, whatnot, he will be rolling for damage again.
More stupid jokes.
Um.
More stupid jokes. I really like them.
You see, since he's prone, I don't have to worry about him.
Okay.
See, I just tell him, focus on the others, feast once they're done with, and push the boat, saying, let's hurry and get out of here.
Okay. Are you going to try again with cutting the rope?
I thought I got it the first time.
No, I said there was only a little bit left. You didn't cut it
Oh.
through quite yet because it's
Then
a
yeah.
thick rope. Alright, go ahead,
Then
roll
yeah,
for
I'll cut
damage.
the rest. 2, so 5.
5. I would say that cut it the rest of the way.
Alright, and I'd push us off the dock, and
Wow, I didn't think you were that strong. It is a big boat.
I didn't say I was necessarily doing good at pushing it,
Alright.
but I can still try to push us off.
Okay. From which,
But I don't want my vampire just being stabbed and stabbed. He might as well go after another one of them.
okay, so choosing a different target, go for it. Make a... let's see, for him to attack, for, let's say going for a bite, I'm guessing?
Actually, since he's, this close,
Or would you prefer the unarmed strike?
I'd have to go for the unarmed strike.
Alright. You do get 2 attacks with those.
Okay, can I smash in the face of the guy underneath me and hit a guy in front of me?
Yeah, technically. It'd be advantage on the guy that's prone.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Alright. Roll for attack, then add +9. So
Okay,
D20.
and rolling for attack is D20, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh god, the name.
Dirty 20.
That's gonna hit.
And
1d8 +4 in damage.
oh, I rolled a second D20, but I can do that later. Okay. So D4 plus what?
Oh, right, because you got advantage. Sorry.
Yep.
So you could get a crit. So what'd you get for the d20 then? You got a
The
dirty
second
20?
D20?
Yeah.
18 on the die.
Okay, so your dirty 20 and whatnot. Yeah, that's still gonna hit. So go ahead, roll 1d8 and add 4.
Alright.
No,
6, so 10.
Alright. He's still alive.
Hey, he's hurt.
Oh yeah. Now you still have your next attack.
Yep, which was my 18.
Yep, what you said you were going to choose a different target, or did you want to choose the same
Yeah,
one?
different target.
Alright.
Ah,
That's why I was gonna have you help him, so because you're stepping first.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit. So d20
Yep.
plus 9.
Alright, plus 9 for the D20, okay. 13 on the die for the d20, so 9, so 21. Or no, 22.
22. Yeah, that definitely would hit. Go ahead, roll for attack. Or damage. 1d8.
Alright.
Plus 4.
3 on the die, so plus 4, so 7.
Alrighty. So with that in mind, it is their go.
Who is Erko?
It is their go. To which...
Erko?
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. I absolutely love it. Alright, first one's going to make their attack after he gets up with the means of his longsword. That's a 21 to hit. So that would
Doesn't
hit.
he have to... Wait, are you saying the one on the ground?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have to use an action in order to get up?
No. Half his movement.
Oh.
To which that is... Huh. That's going to be a 6 points in slashing damage.
Alright, he does have damage resistance to slashing.
So 3 points. As for the other guy, he does make his attack. And that's a miss. And you see the last one. You do see a means of a burst in flame to him.
So he tried to set my guy on fire?
Yep.
Did it work?
No, he used firebolt.
Oh, and he missed.
No, he hit.
Oh.
It was just a means of 4 points of damage.
Oh.
From which you do see the means of the wood elf who is trying to get back, but the path is cut off, and with her, she would know not to jump into the water. She would be able to see the means of the ice freezing as you guys are drifting away.
Wait, I thought she was getting on the boat.
She was already on the boat. She was trying to make her way to get back off the boat, but the means of the timeline, whatnot.
Oh.
So between her, the crew, and you guys, you do see her as she watches. Do either of you have insight as proficient?
Yes.
No.
Marcus, as far as you can tell, you see her eyes as means of the look of despair.
Okay, I'm gonna hit to roll. He manages to control himself, but he's definitely happy on the inside at that.
With your background, yes.
And the insight feels from the paladin sitting next to her. That's a hard-hitting fist.
Huh?
Okay. Well, since we have now pushed...
With his honorableness, that's a hard-hitting fist for Marcus.
I will say, for those of you who are still watching in regards of At the Shore, the 3 dragons do fly up, and they are going back into the city towards the barbarian.
Okay. Well, I will say, since we are now departed, and she is not getting off, and they cannot get on, at least easily.
Right.
I have a question for you,
Oh,
Marcus.
come in. Oh, go ahead.
Can you be on a boat?
Huh?
Technically
Yes, I
called
can.
running water.
Lakes are not considered running water.
Oh, right. Right. Okay.
Anyways, and it wouldn't matter for my character anyways.
Well, yeah.
My minion, on the other hand. But anyways, I would say to my minion, when you can, feel free to escape.
Alright. Based
Yeah,
off of that, give me 3d20 rolls.
Because he can turn into mist.
Essentially. Yeah, that's true. So never
For
mind then.
massive boobs, ponds are also considered still water.
Correction. For ogler of massive boobs.
True. Okay. 14 for the first roll.
Actually, never mind, Marcus. You corrected me with the means of the mist part. So that would be an automatic success. I was going to have you roll for it, but now, remind me of these special abilities. In any event.
You're the one that allowed us to have them.
I did. It's all part of the story, as you guys are the villains, after all.
And not to mention, who was the person with the cape?
That was the captain of that group.
Because if they don't kill him, he turns into my vampire's minion.
Well, you also got to remember too. Now they may be able to escape through other means, but that entire place is being overrun by ice-like monsters. So his chance of survival is going to be slim. Even more so, he could turn.
Yeah. I know, it's chance, but it's a chance that's worth it.
Oh, for sure. But I figured I'd just point that out there, whatnot, because that is actually interesting. I will do some rolls afterwards to see if how well him and his team will survive.
Because he's severely wounded, and I got a good hit in on one of his other guys, plus all of them are damaged from the frost. And now they have wolves and dragons to fight.
Right.
And weird ice people.
Well, I could give you those details, whatnot, but I don't know if you guys plan on returning at all. So, I will leave that as a mystery for now. Maybe our hero's side will find out for you. Time will tell, won't it?
On hero side, go adventure.
They're making their way.
Just at a snail's pace.
Right. Well, that's on their choices now, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
To which, from
Stupid
here,
as it may be.
to which I can also say that I am happily to announce that the clock has begun.
The clock?
Yep.
Yep. Oh,
Doomsday clock?
possibly. You know, time will tell.
Ha 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 ha. Here's a slow hand for you.
Well, to be fair, it's the clock that we get paid at.
True.
As you guys are sailing accordingly with this means of a full crew that are in means of despair, to which I'm sure your character is having a jolly good time over. as many people have lost their friends and families.
I have a comment to make, but you want this to be PG.
I try to. To which, you can see off into the distance of another ship that is heading towards your guys' way.
Like a ship heading to the ship or a ship heading to the land?
A ship heading to your ship.
Ah,
From the
good old
distance,
pirates.
From the distance you can, because of your means of affiliation, whatnot, you do recognize the means of the flag. It is one of your own. From where
Oh,
they
so
left.
they're friendlies to us.
Yes. As the ship does make its way accordingly, whatnot, you do see the means of the wood elf that is... looks like she snapped out of her trance.
Her
And,
depression?
her momentary means of depression, and is in question of what's going on as she has her short sword drawn.
Okay.
Very. What?
Mary Celeste. I'm presuming it's a reference that we do not know.
I mean,
Anyways.
we can only be exposed to so much. Bound one of us would know about it. Give it time, though. So what are you doing with this means of information?
I'm
Oh,
just
it was
gonna...
a ghost ship.
Hmm?
That's what it was. It's a ghost ship.
How many people are on this boat?
You would see what looks to be a means of a full crew of a standard ship. It's not very... It's not... For you, Marcus, it's not your standard means. You're more used to the more fancier type of ships. But,
So, like, maybe 12?
More like 20.
This ain't a very big ship, but at the same time, it's not a small craft.
Yeah.
You
Now,
would
is that
expect this one
including
to be-
me, Alec, and the elf, or...
No, it is not.
You would expect this to be like a trader ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough people to run it, but with enough room to hold goods.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
And maybe additional people for protection, whatnot. But
Yeah.
kind of on the poor side.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait and let what happens happens, because the simple fact of these people won't hurt me since they're on my side.
Okay. By the time the means of, let me double check on something here. Because it does have means of only that, plus... Okay, yeah. Good to know. To the distance, you guys can also see the means to where the Ice Devil is flying. Has sprouted wings, heading to a different direction. One that you may or may not know. A history check or a navigation, if you have the tool proficiency, would be needed for this.
Both?
Either or. It is
Because
optional.
I do believe I have proficiency in both of them.
Okay.
History or what? Investigation?
No. Navigation. To which is a tool proficiency. To which DC's is set differently for that.
Yeah, I'm pointless
Okay.
here.
Yeah, because
I
if you
actually
have
have
the
it for history, not in
right,
yeah.
because if you have the navigation tools, the DC is a lot lower compared to somebody who is doing a history check in its place.
Yeah.
So you can do it, and it is very much possible. So if you want to go for it, roll for it.
Well, I'm going to go for the history.
Okay.
13 on the die plus proficiency bonus would make it a 17.
A 17?
Or, sorry, 15.
15 instead? Well,
Unless I'm misreading something.
It's off your intelligence.
yeah. So what's your intelligence modifier?
Intelligence modifier plus proficiency modifier. Is your
Okay,
skill.
my intelligence modifier is 2, my proficiency modifier is 2.
So that'd be a 4.
So yeah, 17.
Okay.
So
Then
yeah,
yeah,
with
17.
17. You're not entirely certain. It looks like it's heading. It could be
The
heading
Skull Mountain.
to Drake's, or it could be heading to Zamor.
Hmm.
Kind of hard to tell with the location.
So I'd say this out loud. It looks like it's heading to Zamor.
Okay. Any response?
Any comments?
I'm trying to calm down the wood elf.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and
Blatantly
do.
ignoring Marcus's character.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. So with that in mind, go ahead and roll for the means of persuasion.
Okay.
Not you, Marcus. Alec is the one who's doing it.
Oh god. Oh god. $22.
By the heavens.
As in a natural 20, my skill modifier's a 2.
Right. I would say, with the means of trauma and stuff like that, I would say that you would calm her down a bit, but she would still be on guard.
Yeah. I wouldn't say anything else.
Right.
It'd just be like, ease up.
Fair enough.
Question.
Hmm.
Because I forgot how this works.
Yeah.
She's an ice princess, Dad.
Am I able to telepathically communicate with Alec's character?
Yes, but I
No.
couldn't say anything in return.
With your means of bond?
I don't know if we have a bond from being summoned from the same person or whatnot. I don't know what's going.
No. Because Alan's character is a mercenary who was hired by Zealot. Alec would be the same, in the same boat. You would just have a means of interest with your background.
Oh wait, for languages known, telepathy, 120 feet.
Okay, so as long as you're speaking the same language, whatnot, that works. Yeah, because your other bond that you are speaking of, that is directly for your
Yeah.
creatures. So if you're doing that,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then I'm going to have him do. Are you wanting the elf for yourself? If so, give a nod.
If you can hear my thoughts, it sounds like you're standing underneath like an electrical line. That good old buzz.
Well, I did say to just nod if you wanted to keep her to yourself.
I don't
Slowly
know.
getting louder.
I don't know if he can actually communicate back.
No, I
Well,
can't.
that's why
So-
I said nod.
Right. To which, if he's communicating to himself, you're not hearing. Oh.
Help yourself.
What?
If he doesn't have telepathy, I don't believe that he can communicate back.
No, I can't.
So, with him talking to himself like that, I imagine he's doing it in his head. So, as of at the moment, there is no nod.
Okay.
At the moment, there's a buzzing noise to drown out the voice.
Alrighty. So with this in mind, whatnot, is there anything in particular, anything else? As the ship is currently starting to be boarded with one of the cultists that you do recognize. Um, I would say especially to you, Marcus, as you recognize him as Clayton.
Well, I'm going to have to ignore his existence, so to speak.
Right. You do see as he does speak out to the means of the crew is saying, we are here for the means of rescue. We will accompany you guys to Restock
Sophia,
Island.
enough. Enough.
To Restock Island to hopefully you can gather yourselves. You have a choice to either join our ship, which has more room available,
You can have it.
or maintain this ship. It is your choice. You do see the means of most of the men there are sticking with their ship, while a couple of them do look like they are struggling.
Okay. I'm going to wait and see who goes.
Alright. With a little bit of
Yeah.
time, whatnot.
I kind of missed that.
One of the cultists steps out and giving off a means of a small speech in regards of an option. They will escort them to Restock Island. It's just a means of with how much room that they have, because they are a much larger ship, more on the fancy side. That they can take all of the means of the stock and place it into their ship, or they can sail accordingly themselves. And because you are not proficient with insight, you don't know who is struggling and decision making. You can make your way to that ship if you wish, though, as it has docked accordingly to each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk my my bits on that ship.
Makes sense. Okay, sure.
Bigger ship can handle waves a little bit better.
Has allies aboard it?
You do see where the wood elf, she does grab onto your gauntlet, almost expecting something.
I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna lean in and go, "You want me to carry you?"
With the type of style we're doing, you do see a means to where there's a blush.
The disappointed look of, really?
Yeah. A blush, but a facial expression of disappointment, to which she stomps right past you, going up those, up into the ship.
She attempts to. I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna throw her over my shoulder. I'm like, I'm not a kind guy. I don't think it's this stuff. You're coming with.
Okay, oppose strength then, please.
Oh god. I got a 21.
Yeah, and I load low enough.
It's whoop.
Like I said,
She is. This is, as far as my mind is going, whatnot. She is both traumatized in many different fields.
Oh god. Wood elf grabbing gauntlets.
Oh, what a great idea for a romance novel, I'm sure.
Go for it. My most oblivious character there.
Well, after they both board, then I'll go over.
Alright, you do see a means to where three others, based off of this roll, do join.
Laura, out.
From
Okay.
which there is a means to where they do depart from each other,
When you come in, so the doggies don't come in.
and there is a means of an escort, but you could tell that the ship is starting to gain distance from them.
Your princess glasses. Your icy glasses.
For you, Kaz, you do see the means to where you see the captain of this boat, Clayton. He gives off a nod to one of the other cultists, and that cultist runs off. And with the means of, you see the ship turning accordingly, and you start hearing the sounds from below.
So where's our destination? You would say to the captain, aka
We
Clayton.
are heading to Restock Island after taking care of some business, of course. Fire the cannons! From the distance you do, or from the means you do hear cannon fire go off, hitting, for the majority part, to the ship, causing it to sink.
Huh. That was excessive.
Sophia.
Been entertaining, though.
Sophia.
What's the reaction from the other three?
The others are, besides from the wood elf,
You have the wood elf, and then you have the two others that joined.
the others that joined, they are, well, they're horrified. As for the wood elf, you can sense the means to where her very being is being altered.
Oh.
Like her heart is becoming more calloused. Still by the means of shocked.
Gonna have to stop here. I have to take off for a moment.
Yeah, I understand.
Break a good old break.
Well, I'll have one thing that I can do that I'm going to help Alex's character with.
Oh.
Because I can clearly see the interest.
Yes.
But I'm gonna wait for Alex to confirm something for me.
Okay.
Well, because I was thinking about, my idea behind it is since I see him interested in it, this person, I was going to use my ability of being able to charm one humanoid target and basically make it to where she becomes a slave to him.
I don't know if that's how charm person works. I believe that's just more friendly to the caster. Let's see here. In regards of this information, uh, it would take about a good 3 days worth to make it to Restock Island. Decisions, decisions. What will you do?
With how Charmed is written, it kind of leaves it open-ended because it says if it fails the save throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Right. Yep, that you can see within range. Yeah, the charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Well, then that's not as strong as I had hoped. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. You can use a second level to get an additional creature. So you can use a second level spell to get an additional target.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe at level 2 it got stronger, but nope.
Nope, you gotta use a spell slot. That one's based off of spell slots. Its cantrips are the ones that grow with you.
And I don't have any spells for that as of yet. I do know how I can torture her mind, though.
Oh. I'm guessing through dream?
Nope.
No.
Minor illusion.
Oh, you're gonna play that? Oh, that's gonna be horrifying. That poor girl.
Because the more mentally she's broke, the easier she will be to control.
Well, you're not wrong. But go too far, it can go the opposite direction.
Oh, this is true. But alright, I'll be back in a second since we're on break.
Alright, I'm back.
Marcus just left to go on break.
Yeah, I had to take the trash out because of
Yeah, I know.
dogs.
It's all good. Yeah. So, with the means to where, from what you can remember, what are you doing? It is going to be 3 days worth of travel to make it to Restock Island.
Probably find a good place to sit.
Okay.
And basically a place so I can sit, possibly look over the side, and keep like notes of the sea life.
Okay.
Soon, one day I shall get my pet.
Is this what you say aloud?
It's a CR-16. It's gonna be a while.
And I shall name you Fluffy.
It's a Thogan whale.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Specifically, this named one.
That'd be interesting.
So it's like if you know what that looks like.
Oh yes, I've come across them. I think they're mighty interesting.
Yeah.
And just all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
It was either that or the great white shark.
Yeah. Almost as bad as the T-Rexes that have the flight.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so with the means, if you're finding yourself a means of propping, you do find yourself in a means to where the wood elf is nearby, considering. To which she does ask you in regards of, why'd you save me?
I do that a lot.
Yeah. You do see an expression of confusion, but she does ask you in regards of what your name is.
I'll look at her and what is hers. I'll specifically say it. My Sylvan. To
Mm.
possibly bother her.
Oh yeah, that would. That totally would. She would respond as her friends called her Cassandra.
That is an acceptable name. Fitting for you. And I'd probably, lean back and say, and I have none.
With the means of all that, she is utterly confused by belief. I definitely would be.
It's more of, sit, we can talk if you want. Ooh. You fish. He's just writing it in a book. Super basic, detailed looks. That one's blue pointy. That one's kind of shiny. Multicolored fish? What?
I can only imagine the means of emotions that this poor woman is going through. But she does ask you in regards of where you learned how to... Well, essentially, where did you get your weapon from?
It's just Sabga. The whole serious thinking there of... Don't remember?
You don't remember.
Maybe over a dispute.
Okay, another few points in regards of her mentality broken.
Maybe a payment. It's like, all what I remember is getting a severe concussion, then waking up with a sword.
Okay, for her that sounds more logical. Um... I think I do believe in regards. She would ask in regards of where you're from, essentially. Who are you working for?
All right.
Welcome back.
And he's back.
I felt my ear burning.
Ah.
From. Yep, nope. Not in there.
She does ask you, or is this a case of maybe amnesia?
Huh?
Could be the case of that concussion, but...
Wait, what's going on?
Currently, the Wood Elf and
Then,
No Name is
then,
having a
then
conversation.
specifically, look off to the side. Write in a super hyperlistic detailed name of a fish.
Okay. I'd use a minor illusion of making the image of her friends being eaten again in the water.
You can only do one figure, I believe, for minor illusion.
Okay. Then I do the barbarian.
Just standing there?
Bleeding in the water. Kind of like a floating body.
So much for a couple points being restored. She would take notice of this. And from the means of the duration, whatnot, No Name, she would ask for your help to restore her friend as she points at a body that is floating.
Do I see her panic?
Yes.
Once she turns her attention away to No Name, I would dispel the illusion.
Oh, you son of a... As she does request for the means of your aid, she goes to turn around, to which she does not see him.
I hate to do this. I'm punching Marcus.
I'm far away from you.
I figured you were nearby.
No, I was up by the captain.
Well, the captain's not too far from him, so I put you guys close together.
Well, it's thud. Thud. As the heavily armored guy is slowly walking up the stairs. You just slowly hear that soft of a book closing and
I
drop.
think she could use your I would say, in a language that she wouldn't know, but he would know.
Well, what language would you choose?
Go for it.
I think she could use your consult.
So you speak gibberish to me as you see a fist slowly reeling back.
How would that be gibberish to you?
Because you guys never stated what languages you...
I thought we did at the beginning.
According to the
and I know
records, nope.
3 of them, and she knows the 3.
Oh. Okay. Then it'd just be in one of the languages that you understand.
I mean,
So she might hear it.
ethically.
Whoop-de-doo. What I said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let this one be on the wood elf.
Because this was
Fist?
because this could be just a simple... I'm saying that she could use comfort and that she trusts you. So,
Yes, but I know what you're doing.
yes, you do. Doesn't mean she does.
Yeah. I may be evil, but I'm not a dick. Welcome to alignment, buddy.
So you could be mad at me, but are you going to...
I won't explain it.
So are you going to console her, or are you going to fight with me?
Oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face, then go to her.
Okay, if you're serious in regards of punching him in the face, go ahead and roll to hit. Unless if you're just going to let him, Marcus.
Now note you. These are now spiked cold iron. Well, yep, they have warmed up, so cold iron gauntlets.
Well, since they're cold iron gauntlets, I'll dodge them.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit.
18 plus proficiency and strength.
It's an unarmored strength, so ooh yeah.
25.
25 to hit.
Yep.
Marcus.
Okay.
In regards of your AC.
Oh, my AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. AC. I'm trying to find this.
Okay, what's your dex modifier?
I'm positive it's not a 25.
My dex modifier is a 3.
Okay. You
My
wearing
score
any
is a
armor?
17 for dex.
There you go.
Huh?
So what armor are you wearing? Are you wearing no armor?
My armor class says 13.
There you go.
That's your AC.
That's your AC.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So with it being a 13, his 25 would hit you. So your strength
And
plus 1d4. Because they are spiked gauntlets.
Oh. I rolled a 1. Good for you. 6.
6 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Make a DC 10.
Wait.
Hmm?
Ah,
He's a
stepped
spellcaster.
wrong way. I do have damage resistance to bludgeoning
Okay.
and magic.
Magic resistance means that you have advantage on saving throws.
Yeah, but I still have it for both, is what I'm saying.
Right. Okay.
So if he's using any magic in it,
In a way, kind of. But,
It would not save you. Not from this.
alright, so it's a
DC 10.
DC 10, so go ahead and roll for your
Con save.
a con save. Because this is magical, you do get advantage.
okay. What type of magic, though?
I
Can't
believe this
disclose.
is force damage.
Yes.
So pure magic.
Okay. So I'm not immune to that. Okay. So I need to roll for my DC, you said? Or
DC 10 con save.
Yeah.
DC
So your
uh,
Constitution save.
D10.
Nope.
Oh, wait.
D20.
My Constitution.
Yeah. Roll a
My
d20.
You have to roll a
Constitution.
D20 past 10 with your con bonus.
Okay. I rolled 12 on the D20 and
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's next after that?
Nothing. He passed the save.
Okay.
how much damage did I end up taking?
6.
Grand total being 6 points of damage, to which 6 points worth was bludgeoning, which you
And it was halved?
You gotta half it, so 3 points.
I'd wipe my chin.
And what are you doing now, No Name?
Walking back down.
Okay. To which from there, you can see her in a means of a almost no emotions, and even for you, you can tell this is a means of despair.
And inside the boat she goes.
I'm going to take a nap.
Oh. Yeah, nope, never mind. I have a charm on my character that makes weapons magical.
Oh.
I forgot.
Yep. Alrighty.
Well, it's
So with the means to where it's become fairly dark, unless if there's something specific that you want to do during the 3 days of travel, we can kind of fast forward it.
what's going on with the other two people that decide to come on our boat?
Well, with the means to where you know about how Zealot works, they are being conditioned with the means of despair that is essentially turning them into cultists like them.
I'll let them have them, and I'll just rest.
Okay.
I'd rather restore my magical points.
Alright. Anything special on your end? No name?
I did the same thing.
Just
Like, but inside of the boat, looking out like a window.
okay. I would say you do. You would see her in the means to where she is resting accordingly. Uh, um, Time goes by, and it is actually considered uneventful. Uh, with the means of the rules that was made accordingly, whatnot. Yeah. There would be a means to conversation that she would try, but knowing her, she would actually, I'm guessing, probably struggle as she tries to get some information out of you. Like, do you have a boss?
Anyone that pays.
I do believe she would find means of comfort in regards to that. She would ask you if you're a means of part of a guild or part of a mercenary group.
Nope.
Lone mercenary. Alright. I would say on the second day, she would ask you in regards of how much your services would cost.
Depends on the thing.
How about killing monsters?
Depends on the monster. For a simple goblin, it may be a copper.
She would tell you that there was a job over in the Kingdom of Drakes. That there is a kingdom, the Dwarven Kingdom, is having some issues with a necromancer that is playing with the dead, needing to be captured. But she also tells you that there is a man in the West Drake's kingdom who is looking for means of hire of those that would hunt vampires. Essentially, from last that she heard, he wants vampire skins. Would you be
Puts his
interested in...
hands together. That's kind of gross.
Agreed. But a job is a job.
Job is a job.
she would tell you that last time she had heard for the means, it was like 8 gold pieces, 8 to 9, maybe 10 gold pieces per corpse.
To 9 gold for a vampire.
Yeah.
Do you want to split profits?
Hmm. I think I'd feel more comfortable with the necromancer.
Alright. She tells you it's in the Kingdom of Runeforge, within the territories of the Kingdom of Drakeace. From last she heard, it was about 85 to 90 platinum worth for his capture. Dead or
Capture
alive.
or death?
Either or.
That is acceptable.
You do see a means of a somewhat of a smile, to which she does extend her hand and goes, "So, partners then?"
Partners.
Do you also extend your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Be sure to add into your means of notes Cassandra the Wood Elf. To which she also tells you in regards of her birth name, Kisala the Huntress. Alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to spell.
Okay.
Okay.
It happens.
Good.
I get it. Alrighty. So with the means of rest of the timeline going as is, you arrive to your destination at Restock Island. To which the captain tells you, it's like, alright, we just gotta do a little bit of restock, and by the next day we can make our way accordingly. As you can tell, for the means of the other people that chose to join, their minds are essentially broken. But originally what started out as 3 has now become 2. To which the Wood Elf does stand beside you accordingly. To which, cause you can tell there's a means of distrust for you, towards you.
Eh. I'll just give a smile to No Name. Not a creepy smile.
No, just a smile.
I see you have a... I figured he could use a friend.
Load shotgun with sexual intent.
Oh my goodness. Alright. So, to which the captain does tell you that you can spend a day here if you wish to explore Restock Island, or just stay here and then it'll be about a 4-day travel to the kingdom of Naporon.
So is there like shops on this or
Oh, all
whatnot?
sorts. Restock Island is the home means of guilds, freelancers, and mercenaries.
Okay.
means of trade for merchants and all sorts.
In my doctor form, of which I've been currently,
Okay.
I would go up to one of them and inquire about the old man that was to go see his brother, if they had seen him.
Try again, one more time.
I would inquire about his the older man, and I'm going to be blunt in this form for you. The first guy I turned and sent over to cause chaos. But I'm going to inquire as the doctor of if they seen him.
From what you could tell, there was a means to where there was information. I would say for your means and your skills, whatnot, you would find information accordingly to where a ship was found deserted, bloodied on the inside, but nothing was looted. But as far as you could tell, nobody was on the ship. So you could gather that maybe he might have docked on that one when they weren't looking. But information doesn't show in regards of his demise. Maybe he's progressed.
Okay. Because I know I'm out of range for telepathy with him.
Oh, for sure.
Just a smidge.
Also, on a separate note, was with my other vampire.
The other vampire who's still on the island?
Oh, okay. I guess he's too far now.
Oh, yeah, he would be too far.
But he still has his marching orders, so...
Mm-hmm.
I just hope he's alive.
Right. So with this in mind, is there anything in particular that you want to do here?
Is there a magical shop? Magical item shop?
Is there anything in particular you want to go for? Magical accessories, magical armors, magical weapons?
Magical jewelry.
Okay. You would find all sorts of means to which you can tell in regards of a lot of people. A lot of it is very fancy.
Okay.
So unless if there's something specific that you are looking for as a magical item.
Well, I'm looking for something to protect me against magic.
I mean, there's a ring of fire resistance, there's a ring of frost resistance, there's also a means of lightning resistance. There's a crescent or a circlet of psychic resistance.
They don't have any blanket items.
A blanket?
Covers all.
Like a blanket?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want the blanket to do?
No. You misinterpreted what I was saying there.
It's like, hey, this
It can protect
you from fire, frost, lightning, and the sexual presence of a bard.
Yeah, like something that give like a +1 against all magic resistance.
It'd be like a ring of saving throws or something like that.
Right. To which I could tell you in regards to my other book here.
Gee, Holland.
All right.
Ah,
You would give me a perception check, because there is a lot, and I mean a lot.
17
17.
on the die.
I would say you find an interesting shop. These are not the fanciest type of necklaces, but they are interesting. Totem necklaces, to be precise. You see one of a horse totem necklace, a wolf totem. You see also a bottle and a bar of soap that happens to be up for sale.
Well, I'd inquire about the 2 totem necklaces.
To which the old lady there would explain to you, yes, these are magical. They will help you against dying times. The horse is strong, while the wolf is fast.
Looks at the price tag.
See this page for the means of the pricing, because they average it out. $10 platinum. Sorry, 50 platinum.
Each?
Each.
Okay. Let me see how much I have.
Each platinum is worth 10 gold, so that said.
Yeah. Do you do appraisals by any chance?
Why, of course.
So I would bring out the necklace, the silver necklace with the sapphire.
Okay.
And the crystal with the swirl inclusion.
She would tell you that it will cost you a gold piece to appraise each item, though I cannot guarantee if they are indeed magical.
That is fine.
Alright, you see her as she does cast her magic in regards of identifying the necklace.
Yep.
She tells you, to which I apologize. This is not a magical item at all, but it is very pretty.
maybe.
Okay, and what about the crystal with the moving inclusion?
She casts her spell accordingly, to which she tells you, this is a breakable item. It is a concealment type. It holds whatever is inside. Though I know not what is inside, it is beyond my means of magic.
Would you consider it valuable?
Oh, possibly. It can range between anywhere between 500 platinum to 50. Sorry. Yeah, 500 platinum to 50 platinum.
And I don't know what's in that spell.
In that item, no, because she
And neither
explains
does
that
she.
it is right because it is a breakable item. The item itself is magical, whatnot, to which covers what's hiding inside.
Hmm. Okay. Vlad Tepes 666. Um. Hmm. I think I'll save breaking it.
And how would you like to break it?
No, I said save breaking it. In other words, not break it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
Because I don't know what's in it, but I don't think this is the right place to do that.
Okay.
Hmm. Let's see. I'm going to try persuading her to give me a better deal for the wolf totem necklace.
Go for it. Haggling is a thing.
What am I rolling against here, or what?
Persuasion. Do a persuasion, and depending on how much you want to bring it down, determines its means of DC.
Yeah, because my persuasion is 7.
Mm-hmm. How much do you
So
want to try to bring it down for? You got to give a set target.
I'm trying to bring it down 30 plat.
30 plat? Okay, I would count that as like hard to very hard. Because 30 plat is still quite a jump. But at
Yeah,
the same time, I wouldn't consider it nearly impossible at all. So we'll go with
because
the hard.
that's still a lot of plat.
It is. It really is. So
Okay,
go ahead, roll for persuasion.
So rolling d20.
Yep.
Okay. How's a 17 on the die work?
17, and then you should have. What's your persuasion?
My persuasion is 7.
It should work. 30 plat is what she's willing to do.
I said 20 plat.
Oh, 20? I thought I heard 30. My bad. Even with what you got, whatnot, yeah.
Alright, then I shall purchase it.
Alrighty. Deduct that from your inventory and go ahead and... which one were you going for? The horse or the wolf?
The wolf.
Okay. She would explain to you, in regards to this item does not require attunement, but must be worn, to which increases your dexterity save by 1. Just the save by itself.
Hmm. And you said that just increases my dexterity save by 1.
Correct. Yep. So with that in mind, is there anything else that you want to do?
Well, it's kind of a term of peace offering, sort of, although she won't know it. And to be nice, Since that one necklace had no magical property to it, but it is still a very nice necklace, I'd give that to her. To the wood elf.
Right. Go ahead and do a persuasion.
Okay, I wasn't exactly trying to do persuasion, but hey.
Well, she does have distrust towards you, so it can vary in regards of, depending on the roll of the die, whether she would take it or not.
Okay.
There.
14 on the die, plus my...
Persuasion, I believe you said +7?
Yep. So that'd make it a 21. It is a very nice necklace.
It is. She would very hesitantly take it. I do believe. But you can still tell there's a means of distrust. Maybe maybe a shimmer of doubt, but yeah.
She just doesn't know me.
Right. What about you, No Name?
I have a few things that I need to do.
And what would that like to be?
1, appraise the glaive. 2, see if there's a wizard. People.
Oh yes, there's all sorts of wizardly people here. To which, for means of appraisal, average people that you're coming across, whatnot, would be the means to where everyone's telling you, 1 gold coin to appraise it for you.
Typical stuff.
Very. Would you like to spend the gold?
Yep.
Alright, single gold piece, whatnot, to which comes up as, it is a +1 weapon. With an additional feature.
It's like, there it is.
While attuned to this, and provided that there is a means, you gain a temporary means of a feat. I can tell you exactly what it's called, because I got it right here, written in my book. Oop. Find it as, where to go? Oh, not that one. Yep, here it is. You learn Magic Initiate. So you can choose a class from Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard. You learn 2 cantrips of your choice from that class's list, and 1 first level spell from the same list. You can use the spell that requires the spell level, the first level spell, once per rest. Or, yeah, once per long rest. When you choose a spell from that, you have to base it off of that score. So if you're charisma based, or choosing like a bard or a sorcerer, you want that. You're going to use that charisma.
Okay. That's my 1 gold here.
Yep.
Neat.
And this item is considered rare. So a pretty penny, for sure.
Pretty penny indeed.
Oh, I'm sorry, a pretty copper piece.
Now, how mad would you be if I sold it?
I wouldn't be mad at all. I'm sure you would find some buyers. To which they would ask you in regards of how much do you want to sell it for?
They trolling? Oh. I'd probably willing to be traded,
What would you like to trade it for?
but no one would want to do that.
Don't say that.
Oh, there's a few things I would be wanting. Mainly a belt of giant strength.
100 plat.
Oh, it's about there. Stupid.
Can you blame him though?
The thing I want to get is I'd have to get the Gauntlets of Outer Power and the Belt of Giant Strength.
Mm-hmm.
I can get the Hammer of Thunderbolts.
Oh, my word.
So I can, like, divinely smite someone from across the map by chucking a very large hammer.
Okay, Thor.
Oh god, it'd be more of, like, if Melnir was, like, the size of Stormbreaker.
There's one who would be willing to do a trade.
Stop and look. Alright, what's wrong with it?
Why, nothing, good sir. Nothing. This is exactly what you are looking for. A giant strength belt. Is this not the type of thing that you were asking for?
What type of giant?
Why, does the details matter all that much? I think it is a fair trade, no?
What type of giant?
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Nope, not yet.
Well, yeah, that might. I mean, it could be the means of, maybe of a frost giant. But I must say, no tradebacks.
Only if I could tell if he's lying.
Only you could tell.
If only you had a friend.
Oh, I do. How's that little wood elf of mine?
She looks at you, goes,
It's like, I'm getting like a used car salesman vibe here. Well, a used cart salesman vibe.
Buy
Breathing
cabbages.
48-year-old donkey.
well, as far as I can tell, I sense magic from it. But from what I also remember, if it's a frost giant belt, there should be means of frost being produced from it. There's no frost being produced from it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Good. To which
Strictly look at him, do that little snooty head turn. But,
it's like, oh no, don't go away, don't go away. It's a real giant strength belt. I promise. Look, I wear it, and he puts it on, whatnot. Nothing seems to happen. He walks up to his cart, picks it up with one hand. Look, it's real, I promise. And then he puts it back down.
as I walk over to his cart and pick it up with one hand on my own.
Make a strength check.
What's your strength score?
20.
Okay, you would struggle with it, but you didn't see him struggle as much.
It may be just the stone giant variant, which is... Yeah. Nobody likes stone giants.
Mind you, this is a straggly looking guy.
Yeah. But at the same time, it will give you the set score, not a bonus.
Right.
And if I slightly struggle to slightly get it. Better.
I'm still hearing that echo. Marcus,
What?
do you have it running through your TV?
Or did your headset die?
No.
I have it up on my screen, but it's attached to my controller, so no sound's coming from my television.
Okay.
I have it up on my screen, but it's attached to my...
Why am I hearing an echo then?
Sound's coming from my television.
Are you guys hearing an echo?
Yeah, I've heard the entire game.
Well. It wasn't as fast as
Yeah, I've heard the entire game.
Dude, let me unplug mine.
It wasn't Nope.
No?
Wait.
No.
Anywho. Echo.
It's a very bad echo.
I could try mine.
Try yours, please. This is being weird.
Oh, Vlad. Hey, the echo's gone.
Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. Huh.
Difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not sure what
I don't know
happened.
why I'm echoing.
Are you echoing?
I guess I am.
That's not good. Do you have... What's your settings at?
What do you mean, settings?
Do you
The
have it as
question still
chat only?
stands.
You mean like the actual party chat?
Yeah, where it's just the party chat? And not coming from, like... right from the
Prioritize
TV?
party chat.
No. We're good. Anywho, it's fixed. Let's
Yeah.
continue on.
Alright, anyways.
Okay. Sorry, that was just driving me a little nuts. Alright, so with the means, what was your question?
It's if I could barely do it and he could just do it. That's only one of two things, especially since it's not radiating the frost.
Right.
Hill or stone?
Could be either or.
I'm kind of going with Vlad on that end. I shouldn't do it, especially since I could pick clerics and actually heal people
Well.
once. Or I can pick, sorcerer as I'm preparing Eldritch Blast.
You mean warlock?
Yes, that one. Sorcerer would just be firebolts.
Right. Alright.
At the same time, was he the same person that appraised it?
No, I would say he'd be different.
How much is this thing worth?
The glaive?
Yeah.
500 plat.
That'd be what?
5,000 gold.
5,000 gold. How much actually is a belt with giant strength?
What? You think I'm just gonna reveal all of the DM's secrets so easily? About 500
I'm sorry.
plat.
That's what I was getting at. I'm like, it's either like that much, or it's gonna be stupid, and this guy is suckering himself off. Which I would literally look at him and go, if you would want to just buy it, by all means.
He looks at you and goes, of course, I gladly buy it from you for 500 platinum.
Just hand it over. Done.
Alrighty.
That hard?
No, not at all. He hands you the 500 platinum worth. May you, of course, be forever blessed with the thousands of fleas. Farewell!
I'm waiting for him to fly off on it like a broom.
No, he is skip hopping though.
Proceed to pull up my shoulder over the rock. Alright, boys. Mug him.
Oh!
But alas, I don't have any allies that could do that. Actually, that could hear my thoughts.
Huh.
You can't hear my thoughts.
He's got to have telepathy as well.
I'm a rock.
So is there anything else on your list of something you want to try to go for or anything?
Selling that diamond.
Selling that diamond. The diamond that I told you was like worth about 600 gold pieces?
Yep.
Okay. To which there is a means of conversation from... That strikes up a means of conversation from the Wood Elf. Are you sure you want to sell something like that?
And do I have something better for it? At the
Well-
moment, it's just a shiny rock that's pretty hard to break.
Well, yes, but if you have a means of a cleric that is quite devoted into the means of faith, there could be a means of revival.
Oh. Fair enough. I guess I can keep it.
She would ask in regards of the means of travel. So after that whole thing, so how old are you?
Laughs audibly.
Lean back. Scream. How old am I? Looking at Goss.
Do you really want me to answer that?
I thought you could visibly tell. Jeez.
Well, here, I'll tell it for the Wood Elf. He's at least over 600.
Am I?
There's a means to where she's kind of like, you're human, right?
Am I? Maybe? Maybe.
There's silence going on, so what's her reaction to this?
There is more confusion for this woman. It's a freaking roller coaster like none other. Oh, this poor woman.
Pull up the little, like, stat menu. Looking it over. Yep. Right here. Right here it says I'm human.
She sees nothing. You do see her as she does kind of turn around and go, okay, you know what? Just do as Maru says. Just go with the flow of things. Just go with the flow of things. Just go with the flow of things. Then she turns back around. So, where should we go to next?
Food.
That sounds lovely.
And for the sake of the fun of this,
Mm-hmm.
to No Name, with my power of telepathy, he would be hearing in his head, Kissing.
My gosh.
Your insight has a vivid picture of me stabbing you through the chest. It's like, the vivid picture goes for the sword, stops. No, goes for the rock.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Alright. So there's a couple of different places that you can go to. Some of them have a more fancy approach, while others are more of the more of the humble appeal.
Hmm. Hmm.
Where's the richest place in town for food?
Well, because of your age, Marcus, whatnot, and all that whole caboodle and everything, you would actually know of a place. Tartek's Bar.
All right. I'd suggest this place to them. How about we go to Tartek's Bar? I hear it's not far, and I hear it's quite lovely.
That place sounds fancy.
Well, it's been around for a very long time. I mean, it's a staple of this island.
To which
Proceed
there's...
to look down at the bloody armor.
I'm looking at the Wood Elf. How about you? What do you think about it?
You hear no response, for she does not know the means of telepathy.
No, I was saying this out loud.
Okay.
The only thing that was telepathy was the KISSING.
Right. Okay, I thought you were far away, whatnot.
No, because remember, I went and gave the necklace to
True.
the Wood Elf.
True. All right.
Yeah, technically we were kind of close.
Yeah. All right. So what was the question again? Just to make sure that I'm keeping on track.
How about that?
So what do you think about this idea of going to that tavern? Simplified it.
Right. I think you live a life of very much of a fancy lifestyle.
I mean, we're only here for so long, so we have to enjoy life while we can.
Squints.
At least my ally, I guess I can say, caught that.
It's like, not even that. It's just, he squints through the helmet. You and your perceptiveness. You motherfuckers.
Don't worry about the clothes you would need. I can provide those.
I beg your pardon.
Well, did you want to go in with just your armor set?
I prefer it.
Pulls out his little satchel thing. Looking for clothes. Finger. Nope, that's not clothes.
Whatever would suit you. As I'm tucking away back a dress that I thought she might like.
It's like, slightly noticed. That a lacy Victorian? Where in the world did you get that?
Well, yes, it was.
No, Marcus, with your character being proficient with insight, whatnot, you can tell she is not a means of fanciness. She does not.
Okay.
How to say?
Well, since you'd be with
let
your...
me put it more bluntly here.
I
Would
know
you take my
character.
rock character that is kind of thick in the skull to a really fancy place where he asks people their name, and if he doesn't like it, he punches them.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
I don't care. You do it, it's you.
Oh god, Vlad. Like, oh my god, totally that's not my color.
But...
No, but what you can tell is she is the means of more like a country girl, whatnot, that prefers the more modest approach. Modest lifestyle.
However, I would still like to have you have this experience once in your life.
She would tell you that she did have an experience once that was like that, and it was not appealing whatsoever. She does not care for those formalness or formalities. She would prefer to be able to eat and drink accordingly based off of her people.
Character, too bad I don't
in
have the cooking skill.
woods, It's so in the woods, drinking some Alto wine with some honey bread.
No, drinking at a bar table with the means of plenty of ale to go gorge yourself into.
Well, she said
Okay.
her people.
That she did.
To which she does tell you that she has to make a small departure for a means of taking care of some business, giving off a means of a final report from her or to her guild.
Careful.
Huh?
Careful.
You'd get one word out of no name.
Yeah. Now to see who can enhance these gauntlets. Maybe with frost damage.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Ice damage? Lightning.
You.
Turn. And rocket punch.
Oh my word. You can find a means of an enchanter, to which the enchanter would ask you in regards of what type of enchantment are you looking for?
Damage. Hit real hard.
He does ask you. It's like, well, how much platinum you looking to spend into it?
Force damage? Maybe a pedicure. Definitely force damage.
Okay. There is a question to which, in regards of how strong you would like to make it. The stronger it is, the more time it will have to consume, and
Plus
also
10.
No.
It literally looks at him. I know how much I want to do it. I just can't.
So would
'Cause
you
that would
prefer a
be-
simple enchantment towards that?
Well, I'd like to punch a person and have them explode, but that would be a bit much. And
Yeah,
expensive.
I would agree.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little higher than simple.
A little higher than simple. He explains accordingly, to which I am not going to do. I am going to make it simple for you.
Please. I'm as simple as this character.
He can make it to where the very simplest manner is a +1 to hit and +1 to damage. A little further from that, adding force damage of a 1d4 on top of +1 to hit, +1 to damage. To which that will count as uncommon. For the +1 by itself, it will count as common. For the d4 on top of it, would be a uncommon.
How much would a d6 be?
A d6, expanding accordance to that would range that between an uncommon to a rare, more so on the rare part. So To make a rare would be 500 platinum.
Would that be a 2d4 then?
No, to a 1d6.
No. Could that be a 2d4 force damage? Slightly higher than a 1d6, but...
You could, but that would be additional, like, 50 platinum for that.
Ah, poop. Just shot. Alright.
Really?
I will accept.
Nope. You hold it right there.
Okay.
And you don't think of anything
So-
besides muscle bound, do you?
550 platinum then?
Oh no, I'm gonna wait. Alright, smarty pants. Oh god.
I'm going to try persuading to give him a slightly
Nope.
better deal.
You are completely right. Lock opening.
Lock what?
You punch the lock and it opens. Magical lock picking.
Surely you could create a better deal for this, considering.
You could say there's a means of struggle for a comment like that, but a price could be negotiated accordingly, depending on how much you want to bring it down. What
Let's
is your
say
target?
let's say 15% off.
You're really going to make me do mathematics here.
How much was the total again? 100 platinum?
About 10%.
500 platinum and 50 platinum.
How about 10%? Because that would
Okay.
be 55.
Let's try getting it down to 450 platinum.
450? Okay, I would count that as, because it's 400 worth, that's going to be counted as very hard.
No, sorry. Only
Bring it-
100 platinum less.
Great, right, 100 platinum less. Remember, when you did a 30 difference, it was considered hard. Because you're doing 100 difference, that would be
Yeah, but
considered
this is
very
100
hard.
from. This would be 100 from. This would be like trying to knock something down from $550 to $450.
Yes.
That's actually fairly easy. But okay, I can make it work as a hard.
hmm
Okay, so roll for persuasion here.
Yep.
I think I'd be accepting of 9%.
17 on the die. So with my modifier, that would make it 25.
What? You said you rolled a
Sure.
14, yes?
17 on the die.
Oh, 17 on the die. I thought I heard 14. I'm like, um.
Don't you just hate that expertise and stuff? Times 6.
Yeah. Okay. So your grand total was 25 with a 17, and you have a plus what?
7.
24.
That's 24.
Oh,
Slightly better, but holy
sorry,
crap.
24.
Tells you no deal.
Oh.
Close.
And what's his counter offer?
With a means of a counter offer, he would be willing to take down 50.
Make it 16, you have a deal.
50.
50 down. So instead of 550, it's 500.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight too hard for him because he did punch me in the face.
And all what this is going to do is make them punches hurt a little worse.
This is a fair point.
Very well.
So 500 platinum then? Looks to you,
Mhm.
no name?
Yeah.
You got 5,000 gold on you?
Well, I just sold a glaive for 500 platinum.
You did. So there you go. Oh my goodness. It tells you that the item will be ready, and because this is the means of a next tier, because you said 2d4, correct?
Correct.
All right. I will say it will take 5 days for for it to be completed.
Okay.
To which he does pull out a parchment and places it right there in front of you with a means of an ink and a quill. Says, I would like a name so that way, if by any means you return, this will be yours by name when it's done. So you can pick it up anytime. I just need your signature right here.
Ah, that's what that rings. You'll write down a name.
What name will he write down?
Hmm. Let me think here for a minute. Valor.
Okay, like one with valor?
No. That is his name.
So
Just
you
a
finally
simple
came up
name.
with a name.
Okay. Folds it up accordingly, sets it off to the side, and tells you, alrighty, we will have it done in 5 days. Guaranteed or your money back. Plus the item.
I'm gonna look at costs.
Talks in your head.
Hmm.
You thinking what I'm thinking.
No. I'm gonna hand him that hammer.
Okay.
As in,
The hammer of impact, yes, I'm sure.
yep, that specific one.
Yeah, I kind of figured. To which brings up the question. It is currently 10:05. Do you wish to go another 55 minutes? How are you guys feeling?
This might be a good stop point since we are down a party member.
Yeah.
Alright, so be it then. To which in 2 weeks we will try again.
Yep.